Today's podcast is sponsored by King's Cleaning Solutions. King's offers carpet cleaning, tile and grout cleaning, upholstery cleaning, natural stone maintenance, area rug cleaning, and hardwood floor cleaning in Kokomo and its surrounding areas. Contact them today for all of your cleaning needs.
Welcome back to The Lamp. I'm Pat Munsey, publisher of the Kokomo Lantern, and with me today I have Digital Ben Rutz from the Kokomo Howard County Public Library, and we're going to talk today about one of my favorite events that comes out of the library every year, the 48-hour film contest. So Ben, thank you for joining me on the show today, and for those of you who have not experienced the 48-hour film contest or know anything about it, Ben's going to fill you in on the basic details here.
Yeah, so Kokomo 48-hour film contest, same kind of rules and setups of any other 48-hour film contest you may have heard of before. You have 48 hours to write, shoot, and edit your film, but then you've also got to turn it in to me in time to be able to be eligible for your chance to win the awards at the end.
Gotcha. So if you're wanting to be a filmmaker, or you just want to do this because you and your buddies like to film each other doing silly things, then you can put together a film. But there are definite rules on how this film has to be put together and what kind of things it's going to address. And that's where the challenge really comes in, because anybody can act like a fool in front of a camera for 10 minutes. I mean, you watch me every week, right? So here we go. Here's what a real film contest entails.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the rules for any 48-hour film contest are set in place to make sure that, like, you didn't just film this at any random time and then submit it as, like, oh, I made this in 48 hours. For sure, I definitely did that. But it's, the rules that we have for this every year is, the film's got to be between 3 and 10 minutes. You get a random genre. You have no idea what your genre is going to be until you get it. You have a required line. And then this year we're going to be bringing something back that we haven't done in a little while. You have a random downtown business that you have to include in the film as well. Doesn't have to be like the main location of your film. It could even be just like, you show that you're walking by the front of their business or something. It could be as simple as that, or it could be like the majority of your film takes place, in Comics Cubed or whatever your downtown business is.
Is that the downtown business?
It's one of many. Yes.
Okay. I should know that, I suppose.
Yeah.
Disclaimer: I work there part time. I may be starring in your film, and you don't know it yet.
Yeah, that's right. And so we always just ask, though, when incorporating these downtown businesses, to just be very courteous to the staff and the patrons of that business, because they were kind enough to lend us their space for this contest. If your genre is action, no knocking over shelves and all that other stuff for the big fight scene.
They must have permission.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they got permission, by all means, that's incredible, but I find it hard to believe that somebody's going to be like, yeah, please.
So my nature
knock over all my
documentary
stuff.
genre definitely needs knocked over shelves.
Yeah.
That works?
So it could happen. You never know what you're going to get. And that's kind of part of the fun of the 48-hour film contest. You kind of mentioned a minute ago that, we get all types for this 48-hour film contest because, being operated through the library, we are accepting of all different types of people. And the same goes for this contest. Whether you have never filmed a video before and this is just something fun and new that you want to try, or you are someone who's been making films for years and you want to just throw your hat into the ring here in Kokomo, it's really fun to get that variety, especially to kind of watch it at the screening to see like a video that is, immaculately well shot, and you can tell. Like last year, we had a team that had some like legitimate Hollywood people that came down for the contest.
Wow!
It was incredible. Their film was amazing. But then also you get stuff that's shot on the phone as well, and so it's kind of fun to you just never know what you're going to get. with the contest, and the films are always a blast to be able to watch in the end of it.
So how many years have you done this contest now?
This is our 4th year doing this here at the library. We're not the originators of the Kokomo 48-hour film contest. We chatted with Matt Myers, who used to run the Kokomo Film Festival years ago.
Right.
If he would be cool with us, picking it up back in 2021 when we started doing this, because with COVID and with everything, they had shut it down for several years, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm too busy to do it this year, and so yeah, please go ahead and take it away." And then last year, he actually submitted a film.
Fantastic!
And I just texted him today, and he said, "Yeah, I'm going to be coming back."
Sweet.
So it's cool to to be able to incorporate them, and the folks down at Comics Cubed, were involved in the past as well, and they're going to be one of the downtown businesses as well, so that you might get for whatever genre you get for the contest.
So it's not like we're going to have like 30 film crews all wanting to shoot at the same location in that 48-hour time span. There will be several locations that are drawn randomly?
Yeah, so you will draw your random genre, you'll draw your random business, and then everyone will get the exact same line. And the line is really fun because it's something that like the audience can look for. Like, oh, where is it? Where is it going to be? It's kind of like the Where's Waldo sort of a situation within the film.
Sure.
Because that's the main consistency across all of them, is they're all going to have it. And so that's always fun that we do every year. And so I can't tell you what the line's going to be.
Sure, you don't want to pregame this.
Yeah, right. But some of the lines that we've had in the past, have been like
we've been trying to reach you.
Yes, that's it. The car's extended warranty.
Yes, that was last year.
Yeah.
We've been trying to reach you.
It was really fun. We've done This Is the Way when The Mandalorian was pretty big, and so you can kind of get the idea of like it's generally something that is in media. It's something that you've probably heard before, but you'll never know exactly how you're going to have to incorporate a line like that in either a horror or an action movie or even a documentary.
Right. So a documentary is one of the categories?
It is.
Holy crud. If I got a documentary, I think I'd probably just bow out. Like, really?
Okay, so documentary has been one of the genres for the last several years, and we recognize that though it is a very unique genre, it is also one of the more difficult. And so we decided to separate genres this year, and we have a pool of 8 normal genres that up to 2 teams can get.
Okay.
So your normal genres, including action and romance, and drama and mystery, things like that are like, okay, I could come up with a story about this. And then we have our extra challenge genres. Now, there's only one of each of these, but those genres include like a western and a historical and a heist and a documentary and things like that.
Gotcha. So if you're up for the challenge, you draw from the second bucket.
Yes, right.
Interesting.
Yes.
So that's a new twist this year. How many teams do you anticipate this year, and how many have you had in the past?
So in the past, we've been growing every year. So when we first started doing this, we had 5, and then we had 7, and then last year we had 9. And so we've been slowly growing by odd numbers each year. So, but we're hoping that this year, because with the screening last year, we absolutely sold out seats and sold out is it's a free event.
You ran out of room.
We ran out of room to put people.
We should point out that this all takes place around Sun King. So you're going to pick up your packets and you're going to enter by visiting Sun King, and you're also going to view your film a few days later at Sun King.
Yeah. Well, you might. That might. Oh, you view your film.
Yes.
I thought you said film your film.
No.
Yeah. But yes. So on August 30th, Friday, August 30th, you're going to come out at 7 p.m. to Sun King. This is where you're going to get your packet of rules, your genre, your line, all of that stuff. And then you can stick around Sun King and maybe start on the planning process of your film, or you can take off to the races and go and do your thing. And then on Sunday, that coming Sunday at actually 8 p.m. I'm generous. I give people one more.
It's a 49-hour film.
Well, I
contest.
figure because going over the rules with people and different things, someone may not actually get their genre until maybe 7:30, and so that way, if you are standing in line and you're like the 6th or 7th team to get get your assigned rules, then that way you're not at a disadvantage for everybody else.
Sure.
So even though it's a 48-hour film contest, those that get there early actually get that extra hour.
So basically, they have a 1-hour window between 7 and 8 on the 30th to be in, registered, and get all your information and go.
Yes.
So there you go. 1-hour window. So you still need to get there early, I would say. Get into line. Even though you've got an extra hour on that, I mean,
yeah,
it's bonus time then. If I'm there at 7, I got an extra hour.
Yeah, right. Well, it's actually we are there 7 to 9 on that Friday for any of the late stragglers and stuff like that. But the vast majority of people that come and participate, they are there. Even though we don't start until 7, they're there at 6:30.
Sure.
And they're rearing to go, ready for all of this stuff. So and we have folks that drop out every year, and it's a competition. And it's tough. That filming and editing and everything, putting it all together in 48 hours, it's a challenge for sure. And so if you come out and you start it and you realize this is too intimidating, it's totally okay. No judgment if you don't make it to the finish line. But what we always say is, if it takes you even beyond the 48 hours, if you still want to turn in your film, you absolutely can, and we'll still show it at the screening the following Friday. But you won't be eligible for the awards that will be available that night because you didn't get it in time.
Right. So even though your deadline is on Sunday, the viewing is going to take place 1 week after the contest starts. Again on a Friday night. Again at Sun King, but up in their upper room. I can't remember what they call it.
It's called the Depot Room.
The Depot Room.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And last year you filled that place, and the fire marshal said stop.
Yes. Right. But we have reorganized things this year. We always had tables up there in the past, and tables take up a lot of room. So this year we are going to be doing all seats and kind of reorganizing the space to be able to accommodate. We should be able to get up to 200 people in there.
Okay.
And so we'll be able to get more people than we were able to that were able to get in last year. But the bartender will still be up there at Sun King if you want to order drinks and make a fun night of it. It's still going to be great.
And on the upside, that tells you if you have 10 entries into this, each one of those entries can still bring 20 people to the viewing. I mean,
right.
You'll still have an audience for your film if you're worried about that. So it sounds like it's ample.
Yeah.
Unless this just really explodes, and then who knows what has to happen next.
Sure.
But
we will have up to 20 teams available. So if you are, if we somehow get more than 20 teams that want to participate, we will cap it at 20 this year.
Okay.
So 2 of each of the normal genres, and then 1 of each of the challenging, extra challenge ones. So we will have that. Now there is one more thing I wanted to mention.
Yes, please.
This is something also new this year, is that actually the night before the beginning of the contest, so Thursday before it, so not the 30th on the Friday, but the 29th, we're actually going to be meeting up from 6 to 7:30 in the Digital Den upstairs at the main location of the Kokomo Howard County Public Library. And the Indiana Filmmakers Network is going to organize a meetup for anybody that needs anybody extra for their team. And so we've had a wide variety, and there's no limit to how many people can be on your team. But we've had teams that are 20 plus people, but we've also had teams where it's literally just the one guy with the camera coming out and doing it. And so if you are tired of being that one guy with the camera, doing it all yourself, it's totally cool. Come on out the night before in the Digital Den and meet other filmmakers in the area and partner up together to be able to organize your team.
That's pretty incredible. So it sounds like there's a pretty large, or at least growing, population that are really into filmmaking in this area. Then is that seem to be accurate?
Absolutely. You know, in the past, the Kokomo had a film network, but over the years it has kind of dwindled and dwindled, and we are trying to revitalize the Kokomo filmmakers community. And so the library has started organizing. For right now, we've done quarterly meetings with the Filmmakers Network, but these are just like general meetups to be able to meet the other people in the community to help you with your films. But what we would like to start doing, and we hope to start doing next year, is to start doing like classes and other film-related programs to continue to expand and revitalize that Kokomo film community.
Very cool. And if all else fails, the Digital Den is equipped to allow some sort of filming or some experimenting up there in your facility, right? I mean, you've got a green screen, you've got some equipment, so if there's people that need some practice on some basics, is it somewhere they can go to work that out?
Absolutely, yeah. We've got lighting equipment, and we've got all the equipment to help you try it out, and we've also got editing equipment as well, or editing software. So if you are someone who really wants to learn how to use, for example, like Adobe Premiere or Final Cut Pro, we have those available to you, so you can come out and we always say, like, try before you buy kind of thing, so you don't buy this expensive software and then go, oh no, I'm not actually going to use it much.
So yeah, done that a few times, sure.
Yeah. But hey, it's we are so excited about this 48-hour film contest. It is my personal largest event that I do every year, and so whether or not you plan to come out and actually participate in the contest itself, beginning on August 30th, please come to our screening on September 6th. It's open to anyone, so whether you know somebody who has entered the contest or not, please come out and have some fun. It's just a great time.
I'm looking forward to it. You'll see me there probably on both nights, the night that they hand out everything and then on the screening night, because I just really love this thing. So thank you so much, Ben Rutz, for joining us today on the show. All of you out there watching, get on your horses and ride. Get out there. You're just a week away from this contest. So again, thank you. Don't miss the 48-hour film contest brought to you by the Kokomo Howard County Public Library. And for The Lamp, I'm Pat Munsey, publisher of the Kokomo Lantern, and as always, be good to each other.